Tokyo, turned pro in Fukuoka, Japan, with a 4th-round TKO win over Kenji Nakata, who's kind of up and down in his career. Very tough kid, but in his 7 losses, he's actually been stopped 3 times. So we'll see how chinny he is in the fight against Rex Tso, who has 5 knockouts in his 8 victories. There he is, Mako Matsuyama from Tokyo, Japan. And here comes the guy that people know here. He's from Hong Kong, and that's only an hour on the shuttle boat, the jet boat from Hong Kong. Nikki, you got some information on Tso. What do you got for me?
Yeah, once again, you know, he has a strong following here all week. The media has been on his tail. He comes from a boxing family, so definitely in his blood. And the last time he fought here in Macau, had that beautiful 1st-round TKO. He's looking to repeat the win.
Yeah, we saw him win by the 1st-round knockout over Susu, kid from Thailand, right here in Macau. That was Susu Siskaden that he defeated.
What I love about Rex, all week he's smiling. He is so playful with the media. He really knows how to play it up. Then you look at him now, you look at him when he gets in the ring, and he's stone cold.
Tso has fought all but 3 of his fights here in China. And he had 3 fights in the Philippines, and he won all of them. All right, we'll be back to our ring announcer, Lupe Contreras. Here's Lupe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the action here at Go Thai Arena. Once again, proudly presented to you by Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated in association with La Cerveza Tecate con Carácter, Foreman Boys Promotions, and our host, the Venetian Macao. This bout, 10 rounds for the WBC Asia Continental Super Flyweight title and the vacant WBO Asia Pacific Junior Bantamweight title. Supervising for the WBC, Damrong Simakajormun. For the WBO, Leon Panoncillo Jr. The judges are Salvin Lagumbay, Edward Ligas, and Surat Soikra Chang. The 3rd man in the ring, referee Danrex Taptasan. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters wearing white with pink stripes. When he stepped on the scale, he weighed in at an official 114.4 pounds. And in 15 bouts as a professional, he maintains a record of 7 victories against 7 defeats, 1 draw, and 3 of his victories coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Tokyo, Japan, Mako Matsuyama. Across the ring in the red corner, wearing camouflage with black and white trim, his official weight, 114.6 pounds. And he enters the ring, an undefeated fighter with 8 victories, 2 no decisions, and 5 of his victories coming by way of KO. This evening, defending his WBC Asia Continental Junior Bantamweight title. Fighting out of Hong Kong, China, the Wonder Kid, Rex Tso.
How do you hear the reaction for Rex Tso? They're over here from Hong Kong. 10-point must scoring system, no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight. And again, if we get into any accidental fouls, I will explain the rule to you as it becomes pertinent to the fight. Basically, if you go 4 rounds, after the 4th round with an accidental foul, it becomes official. If it's not an accidental foul, it doesn't make any difference. It's a TKO. here we go. Right away, you notice jabbing with the right hand is Tso. So he's a southpaw. Rex Tso in the dark trunks and the white and pink trunks is Matsuyama. We're in Matsuyama's corner, so every time he even touches Tso, you hear the noise of the crowd go up. And almost like a cheerleader in his corner. I'm surprised that Dan Rex Tapsadan doesn't stop from the cheering that goes on, but that's the way. It's a little bit different here in China. Oh, Matsuyama took a good shot right behind the right ear. He's gambling a lot with a guy with 5 knockouts. Mako's come to fight, though. He's a tough kid. Every time Tso does something, in that case, it looked like he did something. He punched or whistled over his head. He caught a little bit of the head. Crowd went nuts. And in reality, that left-hand shot that he hit him in the chest with probably, no, it definitely did more. Nice short, crisp right hand by Tso again. Evidently the heads came together as Dan Rex Taptasan says, be careful, guys. We don't want this fight to end because it's looking pretty good right now. This is scheduled for 10 rounds. Straight left again gets through. Every time he touches Matsuyama, the crowd goes up. Every time Matsuyama does anything, the boys to our left, they get pretty excited. Both guys are just loading up, going for the home run shot here. It's funny the difference between calling a fight in Japan and in China, Nikki, because in Japan, no matter what happens, they don't seem to cheer. In China, every little thing that happens is a big cheer.
Very excited, very excitable crowd here.
Yes. It's funny, I've done 4 fights here now, and that's the first time I really noticed that, because I think it was a little bit more evenly balanced in the other fights. And the thing is that this kid is from Hong Kong, which is different from way over in China.
Right.
And so they get pretty excited about it. Matsuyama throwing a lot of punches and he's missing a lot. So the effective aggressiveness in this case, Rex Tso. And that's what you score it on. So Tso gets the 10 points. Matsuyama gets the 9. In the corner with Rex. You see the guys working with him. Jaro, Lau, Ho, and Matheny.
Don't take your jab. Only like this, then out, then down, back. Look.
As our good friend Rachel, our ring card girl, traveling all the way to China with Armando and the... All right, so we're set to go to round number 2. I'm the Colonel Bob Short. I'm working with Nicky Reyes here at Top Rank Boxing, toprank.com. Glad that you could be with us, everybody that watches the streaming, and now on our world telecast. On the world telecast, I'll be handling the first 3, and then second team will come in here and handle the last 3 fights, including Larry Merchant and Fran Charles and Boom Boom Mancini. You get to hear him, and he's an excitable guy. Right now, we get some excitement going here. Rex Tso in the black trunks. He's the southpaw. Front feet are getting tied up, and that you see quite frequently with a right-handed fighter in the southpaw. Nice sneaky uppercut. Nicky, you got a chance to see Rex Tso in training with his sparring partners. Did he look this quick to you? He looks very quick now.
Absolutely, he did. He's actually was sparring with KK, who is from
punch out,
Hong Kong as well.
That's right.
And you know, they said that they learned a lot from each other.
Well, that's good, but the quickness showed in the sparring session. I didn't expect him to be quite this quick. I've done a couple of his fights. Maybe it's because the style of Matsuyama that I'm noticing his quickness here. Matsuyama, notice the way he throws his punches. He slings his punches. A stiff jab that time in the face of Matsuyama. Hard left hand. And he drops him. Even though only his hands went down, that counts as a knockdown. Now he tries to get the wind back in. Should have just taken a knee at that stage to get his total breathing back, but that's a knockdown. So Matsuyama goes down in the second round. Anytime any part of the body except the soles of your feet touch the canvas, it's a knockdown. As a matter of fact, if you hit hard enough and you fall into the ropes, it's a knockdown. Matsuyama needs to grab him and hold him right now with 37, 36, 35 seconds to go here in round number 2 because he's hurt. Walked into another uppercut, and I think it was the uppercut that hurt him first. A solid blow behind. Using up a lot of energy, lands the right hand of his own. But his punches don't have any power right now. Hear those claps, that means 10 seconds here in China. 2 wild shots by Tso in the belly ends round number 2. So with a knockdown, that's a 10-8 round. All right, we're going to show you the knockdown a few times. Now watch this. Uppercut, and that's the one that got him in trouble. Then the straight left hand really rocked him. You notice he didn't want to get down. That's heart that made him go forward like that and drop his hands. See, he doesn't want to go back, and he gets his hands down to protect himself. And that's just instinct there. He tried to hang on to his neck and prevent himself from going down, but instead, he actually snapped his knees. Good job by camera guys and director Marty Corwin right on top of that, getting all those good shots for us. Of course, our creative staff, Phil Smith, we appreciate all the work you do as well, Phil. Super job. All right, here we go. This is round number 3. It's been all Rex Tso so far. Rex is quicker. His punches are harder. He's a southpaw. He's blindsiding this guy. Just tapped him on the chin real hard that time here in round 3. This is scheduled for 10 rounds. It's for the WBC Asia Continental Super Flyweight Championship and for the vacant WBO Asia Pacific Super Flyweight contest. And you see Mako right now, Matsuyama trying to make a fight of it. He doesn't like the fact that he get dropped in the second round.
Stop! No holding, okay? No holding.
Ref says no holding. He's holding almost from desperation. I'll tell you this, Tso is throwing caution in the wind. He's just wide open when he throws his punches. He doesn't care. He doesn't feel any power from Matsuyama, so he's willing to risk it to land a good shot of his own. See how exposed he was when he threw that right hand? A lot of these shots missing. The last one didn't miss. Caught him pretty good.
Keep punching, no holding. Keep punching, come on.
Jab not really getting through, but it's the left-hand power shot that he wants to land. And again, every time he lands something, And that time, those shots to the body inside, and then the uppercut in the end were better than any of the big shots that looked like he was landing. I'll tell you, Matsuyama's having a better round this round. He's battling back a little bit. I don't know if they can give him the round because the hard shots. Oh! Looping shot that time, but plenty of zip on it. Nobody's cut. These are hard punches now. Big welts on the cheek of Matsuyama. And some welts on his body as well. The guy in the pink and white trunks is getting beat up a little bit here. Although, you know, the third round was probably his best round of the fight. Just not good enough to win the round. Because the heavy punches are being landed again by Tso. No quit, and Matsuyama making it a decent fight as the third round goes into the books. That's a round where actually some judges may give that to Matsuyama, but I don't see it. Professional boxing is based on hard hits, effective aggressiveness. And while he was very aggressive, the problem was his punches weren't very heavy. And there appears to be a cut beside the eye. Tso with his shot in the left hand. There was one of them there. Actually, about 3 decent left hands by Tso in there. And it's the end of the round where he's really making a pay. Especially that uppercut. He actually had him falling forward. But there's no quit in Matsuyama. He's in very good shape or he'd already be out of there. He was down in the second round and down hard.
No holding, no holding.
I got it 30-26 after 3. This is scheduled for 10. Colonel Bob Sheridan here in Macau, Japan. Macau, China. And he warns Matsuyama for about the 10th time about hanging on and hitting. Right now, Matsuyama is trying to hang on as best he can to stay in this fight. But he's almost backhanding now with his jab because he's tired. Sometimes when I see a guy backhanding his jab like that, it's indicative that he may have hurt his hand.
Quick, no punch. Ready. Lock.
A little bit of sportsmanship that time by Matsuyama as well. Matsuyama looks like he's doing a lot more than he is, but his punches are kind of featherweight. You might say, well, they ought to be at least that because they're super flyweights. The difference is 115 pounds to 126 for feather. These are 115-pound guys, and they're both in under that. Nice feint to the right and back to the left. There's another situation where Matsuyama's landing a lot of punches. And where if we had a punch that, it might be, you know, kind of deceiving. But again, with a minute to go, watch Tso pick it up and land real effective shots. A little bit more fatigue now. So the southpaw with his back to you. Left hand cut. With all the punches that Matsuyama throws, the left hand power shots did more damage. And he might even be hurt now with 21 seconds to go. He doesn't want to hang on to him too much. But this kid is tough. Hit here with some shots, and man, he doesn't know how to quit. Give him a lot of credit.
Let it go. No holding. Punch. Come on. Get out.
geez, I want to give the round to Matsuyama, but I can't because, I mean, he worked so hard, but the other guy's punches were so effective. Matsuyama's like really out of it right now in between rounds. Strange when you see that, Nikki, huh?
He was hanging right there with him.
You must push him in the rope, not you. Okay, when you get the chance, then push him to the rope and you bang, bang, bang. Okay? Use your feet, right? Use your feet, right?
All right, watch Rex Tso. Doing a lot of catching right here. And now he comes back. And every time Matsuyama, there's a little cut there. Looks like there might be a little slit by the eye of Tso. All right, we go to the 5th round. Colonel Bob Sheridan here with Nicky Reyes. You're watching Top Rank Boxing. Glad that you can be with us. We're in China, Macau. The Cotai Arena at the Venetian. Nice venue. Everybody's got a great seat. And the people get out here real early to see this. On our streaming show, they had some local fighters, and the people came here real early to see these fights. See Bob Arum sitting there almost directly between the two fighters, the promoter.
Looks like a happy man, doesn't he, Colonel?
Yeah, he's happy when he sees a crowd like this and the way China is responding to boxing. Don't blame him. And as a matter of fact, you know, we talk about it, Nikki, but it's really historic what's happening in boxing in China. They've tested it for a few years, but now they've got a world champion. They've had a couple of world champions. And what's going on here in Macau is extraordinary, not only in boxing, but the entire city. And we're certainly at Top Rank Boxing thrilled to be part of all that. Tso with that straight left hand again. That's his power shot to the southpaw. And of all those punches he just threw, the one that didn't look like much, the body shot, did more damage than any of them. Matsuyama from Tokyo, Japan, really a warrior. Trying to hang in there. He's in the white trunks. He's taking a lot of punishment. You see he's real sloppy now, his hands playing around. And there's a lot of time left in this round. A full minute to go. And he's ready for the taking right now. Hard body shot. Digging body shot again. This kid just won't quit. It's unbelievable.
Really wants that belt, Colonel.
He does. You know, I thought that Tso was going to be able to handle him by all the indications and watching his body and all the signs that you see. The arms down, the arms are heavy, flat-footed and squared up. And yet, look at the way he's getting these shots. These are very heavy shots. When he gets hit, he throws more punches. Here's the bell in the 5th round. Now, you know, that's a Tso round, Nikki, but you got to remember here, a lot of the judges don't have that kind of experience here, so it could be questionable as you take a look at that shot of the beautiful Venetian Hotel. Only difference between this Venetian and the one in Las Vegas is this one is almost twice the size of the one in our hometown in Las Vegas. It's unbelievable. On the tables, $1,000 minimum bets up to $800,000. Wow.
Yeah,
Back in here.
You got to make it out here to Macau.
Oh, you got to see it.
Then you get here in the room, side by side, and then left, bang, bang, side.
You know, I've got this fight a shutout all the way, but there are 2 rounds in which judges with less experience than I have might have scored a couple rounds the other way, and hypothetically it could be closer. I don't think so. but we'll see. I'm going to judge 50-44 with the knockdown in the second round. We go to the second half of the fight. This is round number 6. Now Rex Tso wants to start from the get-go throwing hard punches. And his corner must have told him, hey, let this guy sneak into this fight.
Yeah, and don't leave it in the judge's hands either.
For sure. Look at Matsuyama. You gotta love this kid.
Step back, Mako, step back.
Tso had him in a pretty good arm bar there. The referee stepped in. Hook to the head, back upstairs, the hard shots. Then everything Tso throws, he like really is done. That looks like it's a pretty good cut coming out of the right eye of Matsuyama. Tso had a little slit by his right eye in the 4th round, and now they have to call a timeout because I think that the referee wants the judges and everyone to know that that was a headbutt. Now, it's significant in that he called it a butt, because what happens here now, the fight is official, and it goes to the judges' scorecards. If that had happened inside of the 4th round, it would have been an official fight. But it's a headbutt. So if it's stopped, it goes to the scorecards, which means if by some miracle Matsuyama was ahead on the score sheets, he would win the fight. Right on top of the cut again. This kid get hit, and he keeps throwing. Hit real hard. Straight left hand. Right on top of the cut again. But look at Matsuyama. Battle back. Tso has all the advantages here. Look how wide-eyed he is. He knows he's got this guy hurt. Still plenty of time, over 30 seconds to go. Man, he's hitting him with shots. You know Tso can punch a little bit. He's got 5 KOs in 8 fights. Matsuyama, from what I've seen, can take a shot. And this kid, he's got Tso with his back to the ropes. Man, I don't know where you're watching this fight, folks, around the world. This is pretty entertaining for a fight that I get this guy way behind. And Marty Cohen tells me we've got the headbutt for you. Must have been when those heads came together. Watch this flurry here. Look at this. This is sort of at the end of the round, and there's no quitting in either one of these guys. That right eye was the one with the headbutt. So it wasn't a heavy headbutt, but it was the head that caught the eye as opposed to a punch. We showed you the headbutt where it actually happened, but it didn't bounce the head. And again, it's academic now, unless, like I said, by some miracle, they've got Matsuyama ahead on the score sheets. But I just can't see that happening. I've got it 60-53 after 6 rounds. We're in round number 7 now. Scheduled for 10 rounds. Right hand caught him and snapped the head. Rex Tso is the guy in the black trunks. Nails him with the left hand. That's his power shot. Steps around and get position again. I'm amazed by Matsuyama, the way he's hanging in there. Man, he's making an entertaining prize fight, I'll tell you that.
Let go, holding, holding. Box, come on.
Colonel, we know that he can take a shot showing that Japanese Bushido spear. What does Matsuyama have to do?
I don't know, right now, he can't do anymore because he doesn't have any power in his shots. So he's doing all he can do. And right now he's starting to get hit more. I mean, his only hope is that some of the judges are giving him bravado. Was that term you used, a Japanese term?
Bushido.
Bushido.
Japanese warrior spirit.
Yeah, well, he's got it.
Sure does.
You found the perfect place to use it. Look at this. Landing heavy shots. 3 or 4, 5 heavy shots to the head. Ref is going to make a determination. Trouble is this guy's battling back so much, but he's really taking head shots. What a fight! Holy suffering cats. The guy doesn't want to go, and he's taking all kinds of punishment. That right eye is beginning to weep of Tso as Matsuyama keeps throwing punches at him. Tso says, what do I have to do to drop this guy? Well, he did it back in the second round, but nothing even close except for exhaustion from this guy. Flails with punches. Nothing is hard, but I tell you one thing, I'm giving him this round no matter what. Unless he gets dropped.
Come on.
I'm going to do what I was going to criticize. I can't. He's taking so many hard shots. I just can't do it out of sympathy. And there are times in that round I thought the ref should consider stopping the fight. I want to give him, folks, you understand, I'm a boxing fan. I'm a compassionate guy. I love fighters. I also described a fight many years ago where a fighter had so much bravado that it almost cost him his life.
Only one punch is enough. Okay? Only one punch is enough. Just finish already. Okay? Okay? Listen, hear me, huh?
Says all you gotta do is land one punch, you're ready to go.
I tell you always don't stay here. Because he's a great fighter, okay? So you walk around to him.
How would you like your doctor to treat an eye like that? Jam that cotton swab into your eye and throw some Vaseline on top of that and shove that in there.
Mouthpiece.
And don't worry about getting stitched up later.
Seconds out, seconds out. Seconds out, seconds out.
Good
Ready?
move.
Box, come on.
All right, here we go. I've heard people say that you couldn't do that in Vegas. And Angelo Dundee, whenever he'd have a fighter that had a problem, he always forgot the mouthpiece or he had an extra piece of tape. And guys like Miguel Diaz and experienced corner guys will do that. And they jump all over him. Look at this, the fast hands again of Rex Tso. And Tso has worked so hard that by the midsection of the rounds, he's so exhausted, he can't throw like this anymore. Unless he dumps this guy soon. Otherwise, Matsuyama's going to be around till the end of the round. Corner's got to say, hey. And what we were able to hear was he said, one punch and this guy's ready to go. But he's appeared ready to go with one punch for 3 or 4 rounds. Now he's not throwing anything. He's just taking punishment. And now the referee has an opportunity if he wants to stop the fight. He fell in total exhaustion. And that's it. The fight's all over. I didn't see whether the corner asked the referee to stop the fight or not. But if they didn't, they should have. This kid's hurt. Totally exhausted. Bad cut there. This guy got the max amount out of his body. And I hate to say it, but when you see a guy battle as hard as that and fight as hard as he does when he's hurt, something serious can happen. I hope that's not the case tonight. And see, he's just totally exhausted here. And the last thing wasn't a punch, it was kind of a push, but he was done. He turned his back. Luckily, he didn't get hit in the head when he was walking away. Well, maybe he did get hit a little bit in the head. And I did see the towel come flying in, which doesn't stop the fight. It only gets the attention of the referee for him to stop the fight. So he's conscious, and that's good. All right, let's get the official particulars from Lupe Contreras. This is Lupe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the request of the blue corner referee, Rex Tso, calls a halt to this contest with an official time of 1 minute 27 seconds of round number 8. Your winner, by way of technical knockout, and now the WBC Asia Continental Super Flyweight, and also the WBO Asia Pacific Junior Bantamweight Champion, from Hong Kong, China, the Wonder Kid, Rex Tso.
So Rex has got a couple more belts to take home with him tonight. Really nice effort by Rex Tso. And Matsuyama, I can't say enough about the effort that he put out. Wonderful, wonderful effort.